What's up? How's it going? So, tonight, as you can tell by the title, we're back to Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know if I'll be doing this. More than likely, if I'm being honest, I'm probably not going to get too far into the grind on this. I really want to have some first thoughts on this content, and really hoping that I enjoy it. But from what I've read, I'm probably not gonna. Once I hear Eureka content, or Eureka-like content, if you followed this channel for a while, you immediately know I'm not that into it. And I watched a video, I did it. It's a spoiler-free video, so I don't know the story leading up to things, but I watched a Mr. Happy video. He's got his first thoughts out there, and it paints the image of what I kind of thought we were gonna have. I do like the fact that I don't have to do this content to get any more of the other things that made me really happy to actually hear. So, yeah, but we'll see. Not giving any impressions just yet. Definitely want to see where we can go with the content. So, Rez, how's it going? Glad you could jump in over on YouTube. Hopefully, you're doing pretty well. How do you feel about the content so far? Indifferent? You like it a lot? I was telling Stacy, I had a fear everybody would love the content except for me. So, I'm expecting it. I'm really hoping that tonight I can make some pretty decent progress. Actually, Rez, you do me a straight solid. Where do you start this at? Because I'm going to try to keep off too many of the shenanigans tonight. I'm actually going to leave here, get some repairs, and kind of go from there. I do like the fact that you can do like Heaven's Word content to get like an upgrade as well. It made me really happy to really hear that. Especially considering the yokai stuff still going on and I didn't finish it. Two birds with one stone. Azunami. You start in Gungos. How's it going on, Tsunami? And awesome. It's not too bad? That's good. The thing that sold me off was the amount of numbers I heard to get certain things. And I was just like, no thanks. I'm gonna give it a whirly dirly, like I said, but it looks way too Eureka to me. And previously encountered Eureka-esque content. The thing that it really just like got me on the note was what did this thing get here? Has this been here for a while? Man, I haven't logged on and looked around in the front here in a bit. But just knowing that dying later on, just you start losing grind, not 100% drop rates. Not more donut. Part of it gives some major brawler guild for World of Warcraft fobs. That's cool. Still have to unlock the relic stuff. You'll work on it tomorrow. Well, hopefully you have some good luck. Hello, Mira, or Luna. How have you been, Mira? To be fair, this is the only content we got with this patch, wasn't it? I know they did stuff for, like, PvP. There was, like, a couple other things here and there, but this was, like, the major thing, wasn't it? Like, the side quest and whatnot. I looked at the patch notes this morning, but I haven't looked at them since, and I did, again, watch the Mr. Happy video, but I was only watching it on the Bozjan stuff, so it's basically all I've really known. Marsak. Good? I'm doing okay. I'm just really tired. Popping in to say, huh? Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just really tired. I've had a lot of work going on lately. And playing Monster Hunter World really late, which, depending on how things go tonight, I might get back to it tomorrow. Maybe on Thursday night. We'll see. Probably tomorrow, though, more than likely. I've really been enjoying Monster Hunter World. It is a phenomenal game. It still blows my mind how it was one of those games I never thought that I would like, that I just fell in love with so much. Is this the quest? Where Eagle's Nest? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. And this is, I'm pretty sure, like all the side quest content. I'm just going right into it, and not gonna have any delays, really. A lot of times I'll go to the gold saucer, or mess around a little bit in the game with some things that usually try to get small grinds on, but tonight I'm going right into it. The look of resolve in Marsak's eyes tells you the time for battle draws near. It is good to see you, my friend. Though it came at a great cost, I am pleased to say Master Gerald has succeeded in reforging the weapons of Gunuldir's blades. Indeed, the Queen's illustrious guard has at last been reborn. And the deed was done, word quickly spread to every faction of the Bozjan resistance. As we had hoped, it has reaffirmed the resolve to press on and see our hope return to its former glory. In fact, our troops have already reclaimed an outpost in Bozjan's southern front. When you are ready, I would ask you leave for the front lines to better assess the situation for yourself. Jaros can show you the way. The blade. Ah, Blade Disciple. I've been expecting you. Time? Barry? Disciple? If you'll come with me. I'm pretty sure there was another quest I was supposed to do before this. Monster Hunter World is amazing. Did you beat it yet? I beat the base game. We've yet to start Osborne though. Azunami. I'm either going to be starting Osborne tomorrow night, or Thursday night, or even Sunday night, depending on how I feel about all this tonight. I've still missed out on something. I know there's this Bozjan thing, but it's pointless to get in here, I'm pretty sure, without another part of the quest. Am I not supposed to do something else first? You plan on working on the Scholar Relic. You're enjoying healing way too much right now. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I've been really enjoying, for a long time actually, Summoner. Summoner's my main, it's never going to change, but when I was leveling up the Gunbreaker, I thought it was just so much fun. It reminded me of old school. I say old school, like about White Mage about 2 years ago playing PvP. That's what playing Gunbreaker feels like, and I really enjoy that. Not enough to switch my class, but I do enjoy it. I actually have the relic weapon on my Summoner, and I have one for the Gunbreaker as well. The rules of engagement, Southern Front, are different than what you will have experienced before. The following pages contain a detailed explanation of what you may expect on the battlefield. Level sync. Though it is possible to join the Bozjan Southern Front beginning at level 71, all players will be synced to level 80 while in duty. Item level will also be synced accordingly. All players are subject to separate leveling system while at the front, indicating by their resistance rank. Performing admirably in large-scale battles such as skirmishes and critical engagements will increase your medal taken to experience points, or akin. If you demonstrate sufficient medal upon reporting to the resistance commander, your resistance rank will climb. Those or higher rank will gain access to more areas of the front, as well as additional quests. Upon successful completion of the military operation, you will gain regular experience points in addition to medal. This experience will be applied to your job as normal, so it is recommended that you consider using a job that has not yet reached level 80 to take advantage or experience point gains. But wait, there's more. More information is available from Steros in Gungos and your resistance comrades at the Southern Front, so don't hesitate to converse with them. You gonna do Dancer first? I think you're fine. But Mr. Happy did mention to make sure you grab the relic quest once inside the instance. Also, Todd, if you don't see Mirror Dryer and your friends, it's because you changed to Luna before you Todd to a friends too. Okay, that's cool. I understand. I think this is the one I gotta do. Super proposal. A stressed soldier seeks your counsel regarding the resistance weapons. Yeah, I think this was the one I had to do. Beg pardon, Blade Disciple. Tonberry? Wanna speak with you for a moment? It concerns Master Geralt and the resistance weapons. I presume he has already explained the method by which Gunildir's blades refined their weapons, that being combat with formidable enemies. Yeah? Master Geralt and Zlatan intended to employ similar methods to enhance the resistance weapons, but they have hit something of a stumbling block. To make matters worse, Master Geralt, for reasons he refuses to explain, will offer no suggestion as to how they might proceed. Try as he might, Zlatan cannot convince him to expound on his thoughts, and quite frankly, we are at a loss. Good night, Mira. Again, thank you so much. Or Luna. Frustration. Confusion. More frustration. Might we prevail upon you to inquire after Master Geralt? Can just call you Mira. Good deal. Oh, it's you. Now, I know what you're thinking, but don't you go believe in whatever nonsense they've been spouting about me. Work, everything's going according to plan. He told me much of the same, and I believed him too, at first. Yet he refuses to speak to me of this supposed work. Should I take my eyes off of him for even a moment, a mug of ale will surely find its way to his hand. That's bollocks and you know it. Where'd I even keep all that alleged ale, eh? Behind the forge, in the forge, buried beneath the palm tree next to your tent. The ammunition's depository, anyone with a nose can tell when you've put it back a few. Shows what you know. The ale in the ammunition depository was shipped with the rest of the front line. Couldn't knock one back even if I wanted. And least you forget, I furnished an entire squad of soldiers with them resistance weapons. Don't you think you're being a wee bit demanding, breathing down me neck for more bells and whistles? Was trouble enough forging them back in the first place? Without me muse, well, is there a problem? Has the master blacksmith finally reached his limit? Oi! You shut your mouth. You ain't but scratched the surface of me talents. Not my fault. The inscriptions are proven so bloody difficult to refine. On top of that, they're getting in the way of other improvements I might be able to make. The trouble is, the way it really give the weapons their teeth, their design, the materials used to forge them. It's all mostly for show. If you want your weapon to have more kick, the magic in the inscriptions needs to be more potent. But I don't even know where to begin. That is indeed a curious predicament. How did the Goodwill blades of Eld accomplish this? I wonder. Any thoughts? Perhaps they used crystal focus. Would that we could glimpse into the past and see for ourselves with what some might call an echo? So when do you get glow weapons? I don't know. Speaking of the past, a couple of soldiers came by asking about how to extract the memories out of crystals or some such. By the sound of it, the Bozjans use crystals for damn near everything. What had to do with a memory? Even keeping memories of their fighting techniques. Ah, that reminds me, we recently received a most interesting report from Goodwill's blades. Such, taking the resistance weapons in the hand, they have come across peculiar new crystals on the field, quite unlike previously discovered. That could be just what I'm looking for. There's no reason to believe they couldn't use those crystals on weapons, right? I'd wager the last flagon of ale, the Bozjans could use them crystals on their memories. Battle to strengthen the enhancements of those inscriptions. Well, that's what I'm hoping. Well, it would be too soon to jump to such conclusions. It certainly warrants investigation. Exactly, and me hunches, when it comes to weapon work, ain't never wrong. Of course, we can't know for sure until we have a few to try for ourselves, eh? I'll see if I can think of a way to work these memories into me plans. In the meantime, the two of you can go and find as many as you can. And so the rest of these quests are within the Bozjan thing? If anybody can, you know. I really want to get the story stuff out of the way and then see how I feel about the content. Story first, content, you know, within reason as it demands. There's a person here. I'm surprised that there's so many people. I can't even see the person to talk to. Why does everybody have to stand so close? When you have a quest person you can talk to, you can just do this. Yes, there you are. So everybody's standing so close. So yeah, before I even try this, does anybody know if I'm set up well enough? Is this where the side quest story goes? I wanted to get all the story stuff out, then again go from there to the rest of the stuff. If anybody, you know, wants to help me out with that a little bit, as far as like, am I on the right path? Yeah, no, maybe. Don't give me a maybe. That would be so upsetting. But yeah, no. What's up, True? How's it going? How are you this evening? How are you? It's not true. So Rez, you would be the best person I know to ask right now. Like, is this the right route? Like, do I keep following this for the side quest stuff? Upping your rank continues the story. Still on the grind. That's good. I'll be back to it soon. Definitely. Okay, so this is a good deal. But yeah, I'll be back to it, true. Just had to get in here on Final Fantasy 14 tonight. Try out this new content. Enter the Bozjan Southern Front. Hey, thank you, Reds. Thank you so much. No luck with Zeno. Well, hopefully he gets some luck. Glad some hunts for tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Sounds awesome. Here you are. Bozjan. You can use your mount from the beginning. It looks like it. But yeah, Tsunami, if you want to jump in on some Monster Hunter stuff, that'd be cool. I'm glad you could join us, Blade Disciple. It's Tom Perry. And not a moment too soon. Allow me to introduce you to Goodwill Dealer's Blades. That guy looks badass. High Mage XIV, Master of Flames, the fury of his art rivals even the fieriest hells. Oh, fieriest hells. The fieriest hells. Isolde, the Eagle Eye, in bright day or dark night. No enemy will escape her sight. I get it, cause she is in Archer? Bard? But this dude has an eye patch in one single eye, and the Eagle Eye would have... I'm gonna stop. Should have changed names with both of them. Static, The unwavering blade of Bozjan. The foes dashed against his shield are beyond counting. What about number 4 over here? No, Jesus, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh wait, no, there's only 4, 5, and 6. Vilbur, the baleful blade, his unbridled fury, can fell entire Caddis, with a single stroke. Aggie, the one who has the slightly normal name. The Iron Fist of Bozjan, a young prodigy whose martial arts skills put even those most seasoned veterans to shame. Blaz, the one with the weirdest name. The merciful blade, no foe, however terrible, will dissuade his blade from finding its mark. He's a black mage. He only needs one arm. I mean, that's still going to saying, you know, the eagle eye. The person with 2 eyes. I mean, it would have just fit better, you know. I'm just saying. Rest assured, this is not the guard in its entirety. A number have already taken to the field and would benefit greatly from your presence if you are willing. Here for a reason, Mustache Cat. With Gunhild's blades and the Warrior of Light leading the charge, it's only a matter of time before Castrum Lacus de Torre is ours. Speaking of which, I believe you have yet to see the castrum. If you'll follow me, I'll show you the object of our struggle here on the Southern Front. It's not enough, needs more eye patches. I've been thinking about doing this thing. I think it's funny that you say that, Azulami, about doing Blondebeard the Pirate. Yarg, I'm Blindbeard the Pirate. I wasn't always blind. I went to the supermarket to buy an eye patch because they said wearing an eye patch could increase the strength of your eye. So I bought one. But then I thought, well, if it increases the strength of an eye, then why not buy 2 and increase the strength of both of your eyes? But then I became blind and a pirate at the exact same time, thus creating Blindbeard the Pirate. I've got many hobbies, some challenging more than others. I like to taste food. Being blind has an increase on that. But driving, let me tell you, is a nightmare. Yeah, I've been really putting a lot of thought into that. More thought than I should have today. The whole bit. Blondebeard the Pirate. Will it be my costume this year? No! I hope not. I like the idea of being Blondebeard the Pirate, the double eye-patched pirate, who is suddenly blonde because he's wearing 2 eye patches, but doesn't realize it's because of 2 eye patches. It's just because he put on 2 eye patches and randomly thought that he became blonde and just didn't consider taking them off. It's just a hilarious thought to me. Alright, I actually have no idea who I'm supposed to talk to now. I got sidetracked with Blondebeard. Speak with Bozjan. Where the hell is this person? That way. Okay. This would. Nope. I gotta speak to somebody without the ability to speak with the person I gotta speak with. Maybe in here. Oh, a little roundabout ski. There we go. Verdes Cashen Lacos Letore. To use the Guardian Monaco. Man, I am short. You gonna let me sit on your shoulders? It's true. Name is Ellermuk. Its true name is Ullermuk, which means eagle in Bozjan. As they too once made their home in these mountains to our people, they are a symbol of strength and good fortune, both of which were sorely needed when the Empire first invaded. But we needn't dwell on the past failings. Now we have a chance to reclaim what is rightfully ours, to remind the people what it is we stand to gain. I have chosen to call this initiative Operation Eagle's Nest. Like the great eagle, we must strike hard and swim. Wait, eagles swim? And with you at our side, I'll have no doubt we shall see this through to glorious end. But before you can rush into battle, I guess I accidentally pressed the pad button. Shit. I guess I gotta talk to those people before I rush into battle. Mikoto! I feel like I fucked up. Ah, Tonberry. Hey. I have rather exciting news to share. As you may recall, the energies of the crystal focus were spent on our exploration of Sid's memories. After careful analysis, we have concluded that it can, in fact, absorb ether in a small fashion to the aura site we discovered in Evilise. This assumes, of course, we have a suitable source of energy matching its etherical frequency. And therein lies the problem. Crystals bearing such a specific ethereal signature are quite rare. We can never hope to amass the quantities needed. Were we to locate an ether current of the correct frequency, however, charging the focus would be a matter of course. Unfortunately, such currents exist only in regions of Bozjan, rife with Imperials. Mikoto wishes to wait until the fighting died down, but as I explained to her before, time is a luxury we can ill afford. Yeah, maybe. I'm sure you understand better than anyone that the bloodshed will only cease when a victor is decided, the death toll climbing ever higher on both sides. The horse of this war weigh heavy on the hearts of our people. A burden which could be eased were we able to employ the crystal focus, healing wounds, not the flesh, but of the mind. Plans to locate an ether current are well underway, but I suspect your help would see them expedited. Might we ask of your assistance in this endeavor? Yeah, might as well. Pressed for time as we are, Sid has already begun to work on a monitoring device to locate a sufficient source of ether. I would join him and to see the final preparations. In the meantime, I would ask the two of you to investigate a location I believe to be near an ether current. Sorry for interrupting, but a few of our soldiers wish to have a quick word before you depart. I expect their intelligence will prove useful when you were in the field. I appreciate your willingness to help, but must you always place yourself in such peril? I'm sorry, I understand. You only do what must be done. We all have our roles to play, and I promise to fulfill mine as best as I can. Stay safe out there, won't you? I'll try. Speak with the Resistance, Secretist, or Sjaros, to learn more about the battle on the Bozjan Southern Front. Blade disciple, it's Tonberry. A moment, if you would. Serve as war historian for the Bozjan Resistance, and Marsak tells me you may be able to help me in my work. I need you to tell you how the atrocities of war can wear on a soldier. As such, it has become increasingly difficult to find one of sound mind to body who can accurately recount their experiences on the battlefield. For 100 warriors such as yourself, hardened, not 100, a hardened warrior such as yourself, I suspect keeping an account of the foes you face should prove a rather trifling task. You'd be amused. That's not to say I expected a detailed record of your every interaction, mind. If you should trade blows with any notable figures, however, I would hear of it. All information gathered from the battle for Bozjan will ultimately be compiled within my field records here. You may use this to take note of any memorable encounters on the field. I realize the burden this places on you, which is why I see it personally that you are duly compensated for your efforts. We got a field record. The field record is now available under collection in the duty section of the main menu. Upon completion of certain quests, skirmishes, and critical engagements in the Bozjan Southern Front, you will obtain a sheaf of notes. These notes can then be used to add entries into the field record. Any unused notes can be exchanged for various rewards by speaking with the Resistant Historian. Parting word of advice. If I may, while there is no telling what you will face on the Southern Front, Mar, over there, may be able to assist you in finding worthwhile battles for our field record. Very pink. I'm gonna actually go ahead and take a very quick restroom break. I'll make it quick and I'll be right back. Queen, hello, and I'm working on just a little bit with the summoner tonight, and maybe later on I might do the gunbreaker, but tonight I'm just doing summoner stuff. Alright, so Queen, how's it been going if you're still here? Hopefully you've been doing pretty well. Alright, let's talk to this next person here. Dimtar has a plan to thin out the enemy ranks. Greetings, Blade Disciple. It's Tom Berry. I take it you will soon be joining the others on the southern front, yes? I suppose so. Doing better? I'm guessing better. How are you? Your beard is getting long. Yeah, it really is. I'm doing pretty good. Been in this debate with the beard. I love it and I hate it at the exact same time. I love it, the growth, it's fun, and everything. I hate it because there's maintenance. I'm doing decent though. Can't complain. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna. Though my duties have kept me here for the most part, I've heard tell of the carnage wrought in battle by enemy soldiers and their war machina. Indeed, the Imperials often prefer to wait until their unintended target has been weakened before sending more troops to deliver a final blow. Yet, for all their cunning, they are remarkably predictable. Let us suppose you destroyed one of their war machina, and the enemy receives word of your victory. They would no doubt assume the effort has left you exhausted, perhaps even badly wounded. A perfect opportunity to send reinforcements and overwhelm you. But what if, unbeknownst to them, we are prepared for the arrival of these additional troops? It would be an opportunity to further diminish their ranks. I would ask you to venture out into the battlefield and fell 2 4th Legion Nimrods and 2 4th Legion Slashers. Should they decide to send reinforcements, there will be no element of surprise to favor them. By defeating War Machina of the Bozjan's other front, there is a chance to initiate critical engagements, which are special encounters limited to a small number of participants. Victory in critical engagements will increase your medal as well as earn you various spoils. Should you happen upon a critical engagement and wish to join, you can participate by selecting the mission via the Resistance recruitment window. And, I mean, is that like the tutorial? Is it over? I don't know. Maybe. It is open. So you just dive in immediately? See, this was like the kind of like content I didn't necessarily like when doing can't fly. When doing Eureka. Just I mean this kind of like you know, I'm by myself. I don't know. There's an emerald though, so let's do what we do, all we can do by ourselves. Not too bad, at least. At least it wasn't completely like Eureka where you had to have people with you to kill things. Or is it so far? I mean, this is very early. They hit hard. I'll say that much. Oh shit. Yeah, they hit real hard. I'll say that right off the bat. You can join a group. And to be fair, I don't know how. And, I mean, I really just don't want to be in just a random group of people. It's one of the things I didn't like when it came to, Eureka. When you're in a random group of people, if you need a heal or a res, you often don't get them. that's how it was with Eureka. Still early judging on this, I don't know. We'll see. I can literally tell already that I'm not the biggest fan of this, though. Not just from the hindsight, but just the, I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep going before it just, am I into it or not? We'll see. I'm not even going to try to give a review on how I feel about it just yet. Just being this early in, it feels unfair. Early on, it doesn't seem like content would be the best, but you got rises every time you died by people in your group. That's good. I'm gonna go as heal until groups, then work on the job weapon. I mean, I could go in as the Watt Mage, but it's a little undergraded compared to most things I'm working on right now. Bozjan is way better and easier than Eureka. I'm not saying it's not. Glad to hear it from you, Sam. It's the type of content I'm not that into. I mean, it's just, I already see what I'm gonna be doing. I talked to Stacy right before the stream started. I kind of already know, like, knowing that, like, drop rates in here are lower. Just multiple things that I've even heard. Just like I watched the Mr. Happy video and his like thoughts and everything. He basically almost played this for. I think he said he started at like 6 a.m. maybe. Or woke up at 6 a.m. I don't remember, one of the two. And then like was like trying to get his video and it was like 1 a.m. So literally logged in close to like 20 hours into the game and playing this, and it just didn't sound enticing enough. And I already thought I wouldn't be the biggest fan of this. I didn't like Eureka. I'm not the biggest fan of this kind of content. Here lately, I've said it a lot. It's one of the reasons I haven't been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 here lately. I love Final Fantasy, love Final Fantasy 14. The content has become so grindy that it feels like I'm playing Grindfest, not the game that I started playing like a few years ago. Which I know there's people who started in the OG days and the grind was so much worse, so be that as it may, that is not the game that I started. So yeah, there's a very keen point there to play into it all, but it's just, I don't know. I don't really think I'm going to be into it. I didn't like Eureka. Content like this isn't my favorite kind of content to play in these games, especially knowing that I could do this by myself running some Fates in Heaven's Ward and do it faster with 100% drop rates. It just, I know there's story content to this. There was story stuff in Eureka, but it's very minor things that don't really affect the overarching story relatively. And yeah, I mean, it's just how I feel about it in the end. Me do with the summoner weapon also. Doesn't seem too bad right now. You can use logograms. Yeah. Drop rates are higher. Each their own. Yeah. See, actually, drop rates are 100% if you do the fates and like the whole Heaven's Ward thing. All the drops aren't actually 100% here, and if you die here, you lose metal as well, which is took you less than 2 hours to get to rank 10. Yeah, see, I saw that. See, Mr. Happy said it took him like 45 minutes, and it wasn't too bad for him. It just still doesn't mean it's take it slow, don't rush. Being a, you know, I've been growing on streaming content. Like I've been growing on Twitch, been growing on Facebook. I've been on YouTube for a while. It's slowed down a little bit on YouTube compared to the other two. So I've been really enjoying streaming other content rather than just specifically doing Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 14 content, as much as I do love this. I mean, this whole patch, really, I felt this way. I've said it multiple times, really. I've enjoyed the patch. I like the story of the patch, the way it's going. I don't like the execution of the patch, and I know why it's the way it is. They can't put out as much content as they used to. I mean, we're all dealing with a situation in our lives that is just horrible. You know, it's shitty, it's horrible. So things have changed for all of us. And gaming content, it's just like everything else, you know, it's changed a little bit, it's slowed down. So instead of rolling out as much as they could into like one thing or one patch or one, you know, point patch, and you know, whatever you want to call it, it's been limited, and they've just locked it behind the ground. So it keeps you playing the game, keeps you looking forward to something new, but it also doesn't leave you with nothing to do. So I get it, I do. Not to mention they're releasing content that other people have enjoyed. Like, there were people who legitimately loved the Eureka content, and there was people who like legitimately loved this style of content. I'm not one of those people. I hated Eureka, and I've barely scratched the surface of this, but from what I've read, what I've seen, even this story so far, it's okay. I'm gonna keep going as far, you know, I'm giving you a real review later on if you're very curious about that. I mean, I always do at the end of stuff like this. But my hopes are high. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there right off the bat. It's just not mine. Like Sam said, to each their own. I mean, it goes with every game you play. Every expansion to a game, every MMORPG, every, you know, different thing. Like, I love to run legitimately only rival wings when it comes to playing PvP in this game. You have all these people so into like the feast and all the PvP range. Then you have some people who never touch PvP. So I get it. I'm, you know, like in the same sense of things, you know, like I love rival wings. I hate the feast. Just content like this isn't my favorite thing. I can't not give it a whirly dirly and try it though. Like, I wouldn't just like bash it right off the bat. And don't think that I am. I'm just telling you, it's not my style of content, and I will play it for a while tonight. But just even going this far into it, everything I've seen, everything I've read, even for what I've seen so far playing it, I just know it's not gonna be my cup of tea. And I mean, there's no shame in that, you know. I don't like a lot of games out there. Like, I'm not about to just start streaming MLB The Show tomorrow, or NBA 2K, whatever the hell, or NFL, whatever the hell. I mean, it goes without saying, like a bunch of other games that I do enjoy playing that I don't even stream, like racing video games. I mean, I'm a huge racing fan. I did a shit ton of Chocobo races on here. I love Chocobo racing as a minigame in the original Final Fantasy VII, and even in this game, but it became content that nobody really enjoyed watching, and as much as I enjoy playing it, I don't stream or play this game without streaming it. And anytime there's new content, I at least try it out. Except for Ultimate, because I just refuse. It's going to be a death fest, and I'm not going to have fun, and I probably won't ever even get a party. So I don't even go down the Ultimate route. But yeah, like, fishing is a good thing as well. I love fishing in this game. Hate fishing in any other game ever. So yeah, fishing Queen is a perfect thing. What's my Twitch handle? Oh yeah, it was right there. Yeah, not much metal. To be fair, if they stuffed patches, it would take longer to get a patch. That's true, but I would rather have a quality patch than mini patches full of grinds. You like Eureka and this because you played Final Fantasy XI, which is another good example. Without the grinds, you're bored. I understand. A lot of people said the same thing. PvP bores you. And again, it goes back to the each their own thing. The Fate instance ones are like playing Savage. Fates have a lot of mechanics, which you love. Why Heavensward Fates, though? I think it's one, because Heavensward Fates are, like, a lot of people, they're trying to invite new people to the game. And there's a lot of people joining the game right now. And now they can play through Heavensward for free, along with the base game. So you have these people joining the game now, and they can't join a lot of things. Like, they can't, if you don't pay for the game and you're playing on the free, you can't be in a guild or a free company. I don't think you can do a lot of other things. It's very limited. So Fates are a good option for people to level up. I think that is a big reason for the Heavensward thing, with Heavensward being part of the free trial of the game now. So I think that's a big thing. Another thing is the yokai event going on right now. So I think that is another big reason why they're doing that. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone, or even 3 birds with 1 stone if you're an active player trying to do Fate content and the yokai events at the exact same time. You could do those fates in those specific areas for Heavensward events, get your yokai stuff, and get your medal or whatever it is dropped, so to speak, for this content. And you could also be helping out people who are just beginning the game, trying to level up to progress further through their free trial. And yes, also, people hate Eureka is another thing too. But I think specifically the Heavensward thing goes within, you know, again, the free trial being extended through Heavensward now. Also depicting the fact that the yokai event is still relevant and will be for a while. And again, to the fact that you can apply all 3 and have so many people running around in an active area. So I think that's a big reason why they're doing the Heavensward thing right now. At least partially to all of those anyway. And yeah, a lot of people hate Eureka, but a lot of people did love it. Like you said, Sam, a lot of people that have played Final Fantasy for years, even played, you know, Final Fantasy XI back in the day, and there was a lot of these, like, elements that were pulled from that just, you know, poured into this. I mean, Yoshi P even worked in Final Fantasy XI, so I'm guessing that's where a lot of this content and the way he feels about things really pours into it as well, but, yeah. You did Eureka for glamour weapons. I feel you. To me, it just wasn't my style of content. But that was just me, you know, I'm just that type of guy. I like a good MMORPG, but this set out layout where you gotta have like a shit ton of people that stick together for a long period of time, I can't compare this to like a 24-man or something like that, you know, because it's a whole different format. I'll say that. That's the best word for it. Sorry, I'll read this now. You are returned, and none the worse for the wear. I see, I expect that's more than we can say for any Imperials who dared cross your path. But enough about them. I wish to ask if you noticed any peculiar crystalline objects in your time on the battlefield. Bozjan clusters, we call them. The Bozjan incident wrought a most unexpected change in the land, which we believe is what caused these clusters to appear. Our quartermaster would have any samples we could find for further study into this phenomenon. Yeah, I actually heard that, like, Mr. Happy said something about that, saying where you don't technically need to be in a group. He said it moves faster in a group. You could do it solo, you could do it with one other person, and it apparently advocates to that kind of, like, stature. So if you're, like, in a group of 1, it's tiered to a group of 1 fighting things. If you're a group of 2, it's tiered to that. But then, like, once you reach things like groups of 8, groups of 16, and, you know, growing in numbers like that, it apparently affects the difficulty of things, which makes a lot of sense, you know, obviously. If you had just, like, 8+ people out there fighting something that a person that could have done it by themselves out there, and it didn't, you know, like, correlate to those kind of, like, changes, it'd be way too easy. And I heard there's a lot of things that you can advocate into this as well, or just add to your actual gameplay that make it easier on you as well the more you grind into it. To me, it's just the style. You don't hate me for it, please. It's just, I don't know. It's like, back in the day, I loved playing Dynasty Warriors, you know, and that's what I could compare this to. Like that Battlefield-esque kind of thing. You can be alone, you can run with your military or militia, and conquer things faster, or you can do it by yourself. And, I mean, I get it. It's just the content itself. It's not my favorite kind of thing to do. I'm not hating on it. I mean, this is quality content for so many people. There's been people I've seen that are just, like, completely ecstatic over this, which I understand. You know, especially somebody that played older content that this correlates to, that gives them the hints of nostalgia, has, like, new preferences that they can actually have the nostalgia with just, like, a whole new feeling of enjoyment along with that. I mean, you can't hate on that. It's what a lot of people would want when it comes to video games. It's what I feel every time I start a new story-based Final Fantasy game, even if the gameplay is different every time. Critical Fates are awesome. I did hear that as well. They look intense. Blast Unleashed. That sounds interesting. We haven't much, but you can be certain she will see you rewarded for anything you can offer. Upon defeating Warmockin, there is a chance you will obtain Bozjan clusters. These clusters can be exchanged with the Resistance Quartermaster to gain priority when players are selected for participation in critical engagements. They also may also be exchanged for various goods. What up, Tazeme? I've been pretty good. How have you been, Tazeme? Been busy. I feel you there. I'm kind of in the same boat. Very tired. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World. A lot of Monster Hunter World. If you don't mind my asking, have you taken time to report to my commanding officer? I feel like since I've been here, I've just been shooed off from one person to the other. So Tazeme, have you gotten a little bit of this new content underway? Got some ranks up there? Considering all you've done to help us thus far, I'd say you've more than proven your mettle. He is certain to want to hear about all you've done out there. Loving Genshin? I've heard Genshin has been amazing. I've not even tried it yet, but I've heard the same pretty much reaction from everybody that's played it since. Genshin Impact? Or Genshin? Green. Yeah, Genshin Impact. Sorry, I'm tired. Bear with me. It's like 3:15 a.m. and I've not been sleeping the best here lately. Work's got me in a weird spot. Time going to catch you on the next stream. Have to head to bed. I understand so much, Queen. Hopefully your morning goes well, and hope the rest of your night also goes well also. And maybe you can catch me tomorrow playing some Monster Hunter World. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around for a while, Queen. You didn't even know it was out. It just came out today, Tazeme, so believe me. You're not late, bud. We're still here. But yeah, Sam, I've heard Genshin Impact has been amazing. I watched a little gameplay. I know there's a bunch of shit talkers out there comparing it to Breath of the Wild, which don't think I listen to shit talkers. I've not tried it, and it's not because of that. I actually have a copy of Breath of the Wild. I'm a fan for what little bit I've played. I haven't played much, so don't think I'm that far. Not shit talking it though. I'm really not. Breath of the Wild, from what I've played, has been amazing. Genshin looks really cool. I haven't got around to it, to be honest with you. I haven't had a lot of free time. To me, it looks amazing. I like the whole paths that you could choose, like choosing one of the twins. I don't know the story. I've kind of like kept myself in the dark just in case I ever did want to play it. The fact that it's free is really cool as well. And I like the fact that it has that kind of like stage setup. So like you can keep playing it without paying, but if you want to make things a little bit more glamorous for yourself, there's like some premium access things that you can do, but it's a completely free-to-play game, you know, which is really cool. I like the graphic style, which really stands out to me the most. I really like that graphic style that's being used a lot. Like Spellbreak is a current battle royale. I've streamed a few times and played. I really love that graphic style where it's like anime meets like modern day animation with like hard lines, but not like what is it called, cell shading. So it's like not cell shaded, not completely anime, but hard backgrounds, hard lines, beautiful ambiance, and still has that anime kind of like figure to it. I love that. Agreed the same. Did they add the new housing zones? I don't think so, Tazeme. Don't hold me to it. I very vaguely read all the patch notes, but I'm pretty sure I didn't read housing. I'm pretty sure it's just side quests, the Bozjan front, relic weapon stuff, some adjustments in PvP, and some new mounts and minions. I'm pretty sure. It reminds me of the Tales and Kingdom Hearts series. I never played any of the Tales, like the Tales of Berseria and Tales of stuff like that. I do enjoy Kingdom Hearts though, in certain aspects, but you think the games have all the games have influence. Yeah, I could see that. Housing was out, but Housing Savage was oh man, Housing did? Oh man, I'm sorry if so, and I can imagine how savage it was. I didn't think it came out. I didn't see it in the patch notes, but I did skim through them, I will admit. I didn't watch any videos on it. Again, I skimmed through them, because I had to read it at work. I've been working like almost every day of the week. It's been pretty rough. I get like one day off. So, unless I take extra time off, which has been kind of catching up with me. But, yeah, I haven't had a lot of time off of work, so 3 minutes from the patch going live, they were all gone. It was over. Yeah, I remember that's basically how Shirogane was. Shirogane was... I even had one lined up a couple months later. Had one lined up watching for it. It was going on sale, and I fell asleep on stream waiting for it and ended up losing it. But yeah, I remember Shirogane is basically the same way. In other news, there's probably other housing out there that's available now if you want it. I've just been happy to have the art spot at the Goblet next to the pool and fountain. Nice location. I've been content with that. That is insane though, 3 minutes from the patch. I wish they had a better mitigation to that. I mean, I know it's almost impossible. You have all these people paying for the game. They're just gonna like, oh, you gotta wait like 5 minutes or be logged in for like 14 seconds and 23 milliseconds and half of a second after that just to hold your breath 4 times. Like, and eat a slice of cheese, obviously. Cheese is necessary. And then you have the opportunity to buy the game, and if not... Sorry, house gone. I know I said game, I meant to say house. I was getting carried away. Yeah, but... Let's wait for 20 hours clicking a button? Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people that do that. There are a lot of people also who don't quite go that route. They have, like, bots set up on their PC. I know they say that they have a lot of these bots, like, caught. You're not gonna catch every bot, let me tell you. Like, you can get some pretty classic bots on your PC to just, like, sit there and just, like, repeat. People do it in, like, MMOs, Battle Royale. A lot of things all the time when it comes to just, like, farming things. And it's just basically, like, having your PC set up to just constantly click on the same thing over and over and over until it's gone. People do it on eBay more often than I've seen than not of other things, but... I feel you, Sam. I'm in the same boat. I'm not gonna do that. It's just too much. Too far. New housing's awesome, but that far is just... I mean, it's too far. Not to mention, completely unfair. I mean, it's not technically. I mean, it's completely fair because it's an option, but... Hey, you know. Ah, Blade Disciple. Again, it's time-bearing. These people. You know what? My new name's Blade Disciple. End of the stream. Sorry. I'll be back tomorrow. Name change. See ya. I'm out of here. No, I'm kidding. Wouldn't that be a weird ending to the stream? Ah, Blade Disciple, what news from the Southern Front? Offer proof of your mettle. Were there not other soldiers to account for it? I would believe your report a work of fiction. The troops will no doubt be inspired when they hear of your accomplishments. I look forward to hearing more of your continued success in the field. Jeepers, thanks. Link up and everything. An irresistant weapon quest is now available. If you have nothing else to report, I will not keep you. I pray you stay safe out there, Blade Disciple. So, just out of curiosity, if anybody does know, what do you have to do to actually start to be able to do the Heavensward content outside of this place to start getting this stuff? Do you keep going through these stories, hit a plateau, and then if you don't want to be here, just go do Heavensward stuff? Or can I just, like, leave here now and go do it? I'm gonna play this farther, even despite knowing if that is a thing, but just out of curiosity, You know, I don't even consider that a spoiler. I'm just wondering how far this goes before you get that option. Or, like, don't need to touch Bozjan. Like, I could literally go there now. Wow. Really? That is actually impressive and cool. I'll keep doing this for tonight, though. I really will. It's kind of the whole point of the stream tonight. But I do like that, and thank you so much, Sam. I didn't know that. Like, see, there wasn't much of a discriminatory, like, I guess there was. It was kind of like a discrete kind of, like, implementation. It was like, oh, you could do this instead if you don't want to do that, but we're not really going to imply how, so I didn't know. Have the relic on you're wearing, and speak to a person who gave you the relic. Yeah, I've been basically rocking the relic weapon since I got it. First one ever, Espiritus. Believe it or not. Fully, melted and everything in one night. That's cool, though. I am gonna keep doing this for tonight, though. So again, don't worry. I just want to, like, you know, you'll have to sit at Guild Cap for a while longer because you don't pay attention to the patch these days. There's a cap to Gil in this game? You're outside getting the upgrade? That's awesome. Goes to 500. Oh, that's also awesome. Wait, what goes to 500? The clusters or the metal? Got most of the memories from Bozjan. That's cool. Ooh. The weapon. I don't even know what it's on. It goes to 500 now, which is cool. I'm guessing you're saying the autumn level goes to 500. And I'm still at 485 right now, which, and it's base. I haven't really done anything with it other than obtain it. That's really awesome, though. I really like to see that it goes to autumn level 500, if that's what you meant. But it is really cool, though. Makes me even more excited, to be honest with you. Forgotten fragment of kosher preparation. What the hell are these for? Tara would share news of a peculiar find in the southern front. You've come at a good time, Blade Disciple. I have a rather interesting report to share with you. While on the reconnaissance... I don't know why that is so hard to say right now. I know it's because I'm tired, but reconnaissance. There we go. Our scouts happened upon relics we confirmed once belonged to Gulnadar's blades. It was long, my god, there's a shit ton of people coming down the steps right now. It was long believed that the Queen's Guard possessed crystals within which they stored the knowledge of their fighting techniques. And this discovery has removed all doubt. These forgotten fragments, as we call them, may very well turn the tide of the war in our favor. You see, much to our surprise, Master Gerald claims to have experience working with similar crystals and believes the memories contained within can be extracted. He set fast to work on the means to do so and assured us it wouldn't be long before their secrets are revealed to us. With their weapons and techniques at your command, you will be a true successor to the legacy of Gulnadar's blades. This assumes you are able to procure more than these fragments. Of course. I was a little late with that, of course. Judging by our scout's report, it will not be an easy task. It would appear that wherever they could be found, formidable beasts were not far behind. Still, it may prove beneficial to rid the battlefield of such creatures, not only for the sake of our fellow soldiers, but for the chance to acquire any fragments that may be in the vicinity. I wish you the best of luck. Unidentified forgotten fragments can be obtained from felling monsters in the wild, as well as skirmishes and critical engagements. They can also be traded or sold on the market board. Shit, you can straight up buy that shit on the market board? What is the sell price? Anybody seen that shit? I guarantee that shit with the no-lifers out there are farming that shit like fuck and just making some bank right now. Gotta be. Oh my god, the market board, that is just hell. And it's cheap. Really? It's cheap? Ugh. No way! I figured they'd be like scalping people for that shit. They're the logograms. Oh, okay. The thing you were talking about a little bit, where they're better than Eureka shit we got. Yeah, was it like potions or something like that? Or like the elemental thing in Eureka? I can't remember. Basically, you can beat yourself up in solo actions. Oh! What are you going to be streaming tomorrow? Troop? It's a debate. Depending on how things go tonight, it's probably going to be Monster Hunter World, to be honest with you, but if I get into a point in Final Fantasy XIV tonight where I feel like I need to jump back on, I might do Final Fantasy XIV instead. As of now, we'll see Monster Hunter World, probably. I feel like when I get to the end of, like, a little bit of a grind here tonight, I'm just going to be like, I can do it eventually. And that's kind of how it felt with like the whole grind thing. That's what I've been talking about with a lot of it. It's not that I just completely hate it. I feel like I don't have a need to do any of it with the times going on, things going out slow. I mean, I can literally say, oh, you know, I'll get to it. You know, and you keep the actions if you leave as well, which is awesome. I actually heard that from Potions Protect Shell Cure. Oh man. My opinion will change. That's cool. Again, I'm gonna keep playing it. Like I said, I have first impressions, and I have impressions that are left by other peeps. So, I don't really have a real opinion right now. So it could change. It really could. I don't know if I need to, like, attune to this, but if I got it, I do, and I will. If you die, you don't lose them. Yeah, see, that was a big thing for me with the whole Eureka thing. Dying and losing things. I know you do lose, I think it's metal, potentially, if you die later on in this. Again, I know little about it. I just watched a Mr. Happy video right before all this started. Which I actually stopped doing for a long time because I didn't like it to alter how I'd feel about content. But this time around, this was like content I was iffy on, just inevitably before even starting. So I did actually break down and just watch a video to see how other people felt about it. I was gonna watch, why can I not remember his name right now? Yeah, not much memo? Well, that's good. But you don't lose rank. Yeah, that is very important. At least. Mione. I was going to watch the Mione video earlier, but I didn't do it. I wanted to, but I was at work. And Mione, it's much more... You take in more, even with same with Mr. Happy and, you know, any of these people who do, like, review kind of content without spoilers. It's better to listen to it, better than to just, like, sit and, like, look at a screen. And when I'm at work, I can't listen to it so loud, so I was going to. I love Mione videos almost more than Mr. Happy. Alright, what do I gotta do? Let's go out here and kill shit? I'm very confused about it. I like that I can just move this right here on the whim. That's actually really useful. I'm just gonna move it right here, because I don't really look at this in the back that often. Yeah, it actually fits right there a little better. Did I just kill whatever the hell? Like, that's the part that confuses me. It wasn't noticeable to you? Yeah, you know Mr. Happy since 11? He's become rude in your opinion, so you're like, no, none of that, but Mione seems cool. Yeah, see, the thing I like Mione is, like, Mione's very down to earth, definitely has, like, a completely open, unadjusted opinion to everything, even when it comes to, like, buyable content, in-game content you can earn, and Mione does some really good edits. Mr. Happy, I can agree with being not just rude, very opinionated, which I won't just say that either, so we can brush that off the table. I can very easily say what I don't like about Mr. Happy stuff. It's the walkthroughs. I've said it so many times. It's the same way with, like, Miss Tech, and I've stopped watching walkthrough videos. I like to watch reviews and breakdowns and stuff like that, or even, like, first thoughts. But as far as, like, walkthroughs, I completely stopped watching all of them, because they set up these adjustments and set up a standard that becomes so apparent in the game that it's cringy to me. Like, I can't tell you how many times they've said, adjust here, do this here, do this here, and do this here. It's the only way you can do it. And then I would go into another party and be just like, fucking tank adjust and pull. Or like, stack on hills, shields up, hills up, we're good. And they would just like never a consideration. They'd be like, no, go to A, go to B, go to D, hit C up as fast as you can. If you don't, you already fucked up, start over. And I mean, that, especially when it came to the Four Lords, there are things that they had all these like specific like incantations that they just rused up on their own because it sounded catchy. And like they would make that the standard. And I get it, it's the community that makes it the standard, not them as their own, not Miss Tech, not Mr. Happy, and it's not their fault for that. It's the people who want to know how to do it before they do it, so they watch a video, and they get these standards just like thrown in their face, or these terms that it's just like garbage most of the time. And like, I would call things the bop it face, and Suzaku was the biggest thing. And I felt like that it was just so relatable to, like bop it, if you grew up in the late 80s or like the early 90s, you know what bop it is. It's this weird little hand game that you could just play by yourself. It was like a board game meant for only childs, basically, or younger siblings that the older siblings didn't want to play with. Something like that. And like they had this like other cantation mapped out for that didn't even make any sense. I mean, it did but didn't. And they called it Simon Says. I remember now. It's Simon Says. What? I wish I would clip me right there, zoom in on my face, and hit me with the W-U-T. I wish they would have done it way back when it was more relevant as well. Like, I mean, I get it. Simon Says has been around. It's like, it's as old as it gets. And I get it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. And stuff like that would start to bother me. And then it got even worse when it came to actual things like Shiva, most recently. Hills up, shields up works so awesome. Stacking in the middle, 2 healers up with their shields, healing adjust to it. Even if you get the stacks, oh my god, you can get through it so quick. Just have your DPS doing your shit, have the tank pulling the shit. Even one tank is all you need. If you have a good tank, there's no worrying about the arrows. But that's not a standard anymore because of YouTube walkthrough videos to standard points. And that's the part that kills me. Things that were just so simplified through actual player base experience turned into, oh my god, if you didn't watch the video, don't even join my progression party because we're doing what either Mr. Happy did or what Miss Tech did. And if you don't know what either one of them did, no, get out. Fuck you, brah. And that just has wrecked my brain eternally. And as much as I love playing this game, it's just made it so much harder to get through a lot of the content like that. Sorry, I was on a rant, so I'm gonna like backtrack through some chat here and respond. Saw that. It wasn't noticeable to me. That's good. Yeah, you have okay, yes. You're only rank 6. You're rank 11. Nice. Did I tell you his name is Mike? Oh yeah, I know Mr. Happy's name is Mike. It's all good. Michael and a Michael. We all know the Michaels. Have you ever seen someone beat a solo boss yet? I actually haven't either. Also, Heard that Mr. Happy hasn't done it himself either, which is kind of funny. But you love the higher fates, their mechanics which teach people. Love them because it prepares you for the savage. Shiva Unreal is the same as Shiva EX. It really is. I've been over this like a billion times. And thank you, Sam, for that agreeing. Thank you, Sam, so much. I've said it so many times that Shiva EX and Unreal are the exact same thought. You can't believe how many parties I've been through. Like, you just gave me cold chills right now. You can't really see it, but the hairs on my arms are standing up. You've made me so happy by saying that. I've went through so much content running that thought so many times, saying like, oh my god, nothing changed. She's a bit stronger, yeah, but just so are we. We are stronger too. And oh my god, you made me so happy saying that. You had a group ask a player they watched a video, even though they were doing a start they got from on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, that kills me. You taught your group the same way you taught your group Shiva EX. I mean, it's the same, like you said. I even say that. Like, nothing changed in that fight. And people act like it's a totally different fight just because YouTube videos tell them it's a different fight. It's like, oh, no. Oh, no. We need 2 tanks for this. No. Like a month ago, we had a tank that was like the most perfect tank ever. Oh. So perfect. Pulling everything. Sliding to the side. Pulling arrows with him. Nobody was getting hit. Healers were coming in. Healing every single time. It was... I was spoiled. I was spoiled. It was so good. And oh my god, yeah. Can Solar tank it? The same as Shiva EX. Yes. Yes, it's possible. It's a thing. And nobody... I will say this in a response to everything. We have a lot of new players in the game now, so a lot of people are just trying to play it like mathematically correct. I'm putting these in there because, be that as it may, there's other ways to do things. Even math has cheat codes. I'm not even saying it's cheating because it's very reliable, very resourceful, and much more useful and faster. But yeah, same thought but upscaled. And see that I love that you say that. She's upscaled, but it's like the same thing I was seeing a little while ago. But we're also upscaled. But yeah, I mean it's the exact same thought. Titan Unreal, gonna be so bad. It probably will be. I'm not gonna lie. Is Titan Unreal what's next? I know they've released a lot of stuff. I've missed a couple love letters. Is Titan Unreal what's next? I'll be happy to play it and also crying on the inside, probably playing it. I'm gonna solo heal that shit. That's cool. I like that the fact that the same thought, it just like upscaled like you said, but oh man, that was pretty. I don't know how to feel about it. He's eventually coming. That's true. E3 will probably be next, honestly. I feel like it'll be E3 or Garuda first before it'll be Titan. Just falling. Then again, I don't know. The half of everything in this game is falling off the arena, so we'll see on that. Fight ain't different. Yeah, it's true. It won't be different. It'll be the exact same fight. Just it hits harder. So, how do you obtain your first Forgotten Fragment? Do I join a skirmish? Do I find a skirmish then join it? Looks like it's going backwards. That's actually a good point, Sam, and I didn't even think about that. What was before Shiva? It would be Ifrit next, wouldn't it? Yeah? And yeah, it would be a skirmish, so it'd be... I could be wrong, but if it was Shiva, would it not be Ifrit next? Because wasn't it Garuda, Titan, Ifrit? Gosh, it's been so long since I restarted the game. Now my brain's trying to play tricks on me. Ramu! Oh! That would be worse than Titan. Hands down. My god. I've been in many parties where people still don't know how to play Ramu. It's very sad. Very sad. Wait, there's legit people who still... Then Leviathan? Ifrit was first? Really? I guess you're right. I was thinking Garuda, then Titan, then Ifrit. It's been so long since I haven't even touched New Game Plus, so yeah. I haven't even... Okay, so... First was Ifrit. But, so it would be... Ifrit, Leviathan, Garuda, Titan. Oh, wait. Ramu, Leviathan, Garuda, Titan, Ifrit. Oh, man. Still, oh, God. Leviathan wouldn't be too bad. Garuda, not too bad. Titan, I don't think Titan would be too bad. I don't even think Ifrit would be too bad. Ramu, though? Again, I've literally, legitimately gotten to parties now. Fighting the battle how it is now. Legitimately cannot run it to save their life. What the hell? I'm not saying I don't like Ramu. I'm saying I don't like running Ramu with parties. It makes me want to crawl on the inside. Titan would be bad. You was grinding for the horse like a month ago and you got pushed off unseated. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a thing with throwing you off the field with Titan. The thing with like Ramu that gets me is the people that still to this day don't know how its mechanics work. And Ramu is kind of like playing Titania. Things just work out a certain way, you know? And I just got here and they finished it. It's the same thing that happened with me with everything Eureka. Ramu was easy. I agree. I'm not saying Ramu is hard. I'm saying people in the learning curve to Ramu is what's hard for people. If you explode, it will be Garuda, Titan, Ifrit, then the rest. 500 different strats incoming. Yeah, probably so. I can't go that way. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that's the thing that gets me. The strategies that are irrelevant. Like, don't get me wrong, they were relevant at a time, but like revising old, relevant at the time content doesn't make new content more relevant, so to speak, with that content. And it sounds confusing when I put it that way, but if you follow along with what my meaning is, it's like saying just because it's newer content that's older content doesn't mean the older content becomes less relevant than what it already was, kind of thing. I don't know. I may be talking myself in a hole like that, but yeah, I don't know. The strategies people will come up with, or pulling up old school strategies that aren't relevant anymore, that they can just run the same old strategy they've been running for a long time. That's the parts that get me. But yeah, I agree. Ramu, I had a pretty easy time with it. I think the first time I ran it, I did die a few times because I didn't know what the hell was going on. But not saying my first time is gonna. Damn it, I'm never gonna make it to these things. going back to the boat of me thinking just me trying to do solo content out here is going to be my best bet. Tell you what, I'm gonna actually, so, can you get these forgotten fragments from the, I'm gonna actually travel back to here really quick, and I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break, but I do have a good question, like, can you get these forgotten fragments? Okay, I guess I gotta go the long way, or die, and I don't want to do either one of those things, but I'm gonna go the long way instead, but, Peter Finn. And that's not long either. You want to make new videos for money? That's true. I mean, I can't hate on them for it. I mean, if it's what they do and it's how they make their income, I mean, it's how it happens, you know? Return! Oh, gosh, you're an angel. I forgot Return. I haven't seen Return being used since, like... Man, I haven't even ran a raid in I don't know how long. You're an angel, Sam. Okay, I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break, and I'll be right back. Okay. So, as far as like the Forgotten Fragment, is that something that you could just like get from the Fates in Heaven's Ward, or Merchant Mender? I don't know who the hell I gotta talk for this stuff. Jesus Christ, Cat, what the hell? Good morning. No items to trade. Fates, mobs, and Bozjan only. So, like, the skirmishes, but you can purchase them from the market board as well. Okay. So, like, the Fates in Heaven's Ward, you can't get the Forgotten Fragment? I'm sorry, I know that it sounds like a dumb question. I'm not really trying to. It's just the actual outside of this place is there's no shards outside of this place available. How do I leave this place? Yeah, the explanation on what you oh, there it is. How you can actually obtain them is very slim. No, only memories. Okay. I was really curious about like the doing things outside of this area kind of thing. You get them quick inside of there? I mean, I was hoping I could get in on some of the skirmishes, but they're kind of hard to obtain. I know it sounds quick to judge on that, but I just went after 2 and I didn't get either one of them. Let me go back in though. You want to more of a really do it. Rez, are you still on right now? If so, you want to try to maybe help me out, get to something. If not, and if you're busy, I understand. If you want to like try to maybe help me out a little steadily, I'd appreciate it. Wish Minato was here, but Minato is more than likely with judo and big group running the shit out of stuff. Awesomeness. Yeah, you're on. See that. And thank you. I need a slight bit of a walkthrough through this. There's that brony. Okay, we can go ahead and join in if you want, and I will follow you. Yes. I'll follow you. Because, I don't know. I'd like to have a different opinion about it. I still can't focus too much time regardless because of the schedule I've got with other upcoming games and games we have playing right now, but nonetheless. We gonna die, so might as well get used to it. Well, we have been playing Monster Hunter, so I'm already kind of used to it. And I'm a summoner. Yeah, same boat. Where did you even go just now? Sith, how's it going, Tim? How you doing? So Tim, how's the Tuesday, how's Wednesday going for you? Hopefully pretty good. So is there like news in like the last few live letters, or last live letter, yeah, the last love letter, about when they were doing like the mounts and dungeons? I read about that. Was it like is that gonna be a 5.4 thing? Anybody have any confirmation on that? I can't lately even watch these. I can on like the whim side, but it's still a little bit hard for me, especially considering streaming, working a full-time job, plus if you all know my current situation through things, if you follow on Discord, I no longer live alone, so things are a little, just a tad bit more difficult to kind of like mitigate as far as time for things. I'm doing alright. Mounts. Yeah, there was supposed to be something with the mounts inside dungeons pretty soon. I don't know if it's for 5.4 or what. I saw it on Twitter. Having an annoying, oh man, fever. I hate to hear that. The new stuff turned you off? Oh also hate to hear that. I mean, I understand as far as things go, though. Which mounts? I don't think there was a specification on the mounts. On Twitter, they had like, gosh, what was it? Some of the new, more recent mounts that were online. Again, I can't remember or recall what mounts were advertised on Twitter, but I don't think it was like specifically saying you had to use certain mounts. I think they were just like implying like we're eventually going to be able to ride mounts inside of dungeons. You got a Bozjan cluster, that's cool. You did get to rank 3, that's cool. I feel like you and Tim are pretty much in the same boat. We talked about it a lot in the last few, about the last week, I guess you could say, you know, as you popped in on streams, watching me play Monster Hunter World, and anticipation and whatnot for upcoming, well, the upcoming, so to speak, of this mid-patch patch. And yeah, I feel you there. The next mission is locked off for around 2 levels. Man, that's pretty intense. After 5 missions they're every level, really. How big do these mobs tend to get? That's just out of a curiosity thing. I don't really have a problem with anything. Pretty curious on how big the mobs start to get. The critical engagements are fun, that's cool. No idea where it is. He's still here. Wow, we didn't have to go anywhere. That's clever. It's not feeling too bad. At least definitely see a big difference already, I will say, compared to this with Eureka. Eureka, there was no way we would be able to do this without already having a death, so I see some, you know, some cool things about it already. Still don't know how to feel about it, you know, as long-term as we go here. But, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it and see how we feel still. So you just wait for the fates to pop and kill shit. This wish it wasn't so grunty, and I feel like I would just have just so much more of a good opinion on it, you know? Shadow familiar. There we go. Don't forget to register for critical engagements. How do you do that? The critical ones, you have to be careful if you're not in a group with healers. You did it solo with some other people. Only got once, luckily. It's different. I'll try to keep that in mind though. I wish they did a mitigation for it so you didn't have to worry about if you had a healer or not. But I did read, I think, that you can actually somewhat... Can you not get, like, a couple, like, spell things? I know they said, like, shell and protect and things like that. To kind of, like, help mitigate things a little bit better. Heal yourself? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You lose metal as well. Yeah, I saw that in the Mr. Happy video. Like if you go down, or if you like decide to ascend or whatever. What the shit? The things I can say I did think was cool, how they fixed this. If you did want to run this content, you could do it at level 70, and like you could actually level up a class at full rate. Like you'll be level synced and auto level synced to 80 in here, so you would know what it would be like to actually play in like an N tier like class, so to speak, which is actually pretty cool to go up that way. So, do we stand here and wait on this floaty dude, or are we just like dipping? We dipping. do anything. I attracted aggro upon myself. It's something I did do, unfortunately. That'd be like, sort of like Heaven on High, Palace of the Dead. What the hell? Just leave me alone, beasties. What is this one? What does this mean? Vigil of the Lost. Recruiting combatants. I don't know what I do. Do I just stand here? I am so confused. Never mind. Register now. Did I register? I think I didn't. I'm more confused than I've ever been before. Commence. Maybe? Aha! I think Rez did all the work. Also, thank you, Sam, for the helping in the background. I'm completely new to this, and even though there's patch notes, even though there's videos, there's a bunch of shit out there, they don't legitimately give you, like, oh, okay, this is how you do it, unless you, like, watched the live letter last night, I'm guessing, or the day before, whenever the hell it was at this point, for a lot of us. But yes, Sam, thank you for these, the tips, for real. Like, thank you so much. You're an angel, and I mean that. So many people love to leave you in the dark on content. I've been going through it a lot with Monster Hunter World. Thankfully, we've had Rez and Minato, Crosshairs, DC, and, you know, everybody trying to help me out with all of that stuff, but my goodness. Get too involved. You really don't. I really appreciate for your involvement, for real. Like, legit, sometimes they explain this stuff to you in the tutorial, and, you know, it sounds straightforward at first, but when you get to it, you're like, It's like the first time you go to the library, and you're trying to, like, we all have went to the library at least once, I hope, and, like, you're trying to, like, get your first book, and you think there's just gonna be a gimmick to it, and, I don't know, that's what I compare it to. It's a horrible comparison, probably, but that's how I feel. Like, I'm going to the library, and in my head, I'm like, this is how you do it. You know, you get your book, you go on about your business, and you come back before it's due. Or when it's due. And, it almost gives you the same kind of thing with this, but they don't really, like, put it out there. And I feel like part of that might just be for, like, for the experience of things as they go on. Ooh, jeepers, I can tell, this content, like, I actually read a Twitter, tweet. I should have said I read a tweet before I started streaming that Final Fantasy XIV congestion right now is like off the rails because of this content, but I can really see it, like the FPS. Sorry, I got really focused really quick. No, Jesus, run, sprint, move those Lollifellow legs. Man, these fights get gimmicky. Holy jeez, at the AoE. They literally feel exactly like a raid fight. Not like any Fate. They feel like just straight up, like the music alone, you know, giving you those like Return to Evil East like feels, but like this, it legitimately feels exactly like a Return to Evil East flight. The music, the gameplay, the AOE's, the movement, just everything. Really getting those like Return to Evil East vibes. Yeah, really singing on that Return to Evil East stuff. Everything about it so far. Especially the music and the gameplay right now. AOE City over here. Oh, jeepers. Awesome. I'm very did I get that resistance rate? Like, duel. Scanning the air for potential targets. What the hell does that even mean? Except challenge. I feel like I fucked up. I'm gonna give it a whirly-dirly though. Duel? Are we fighting each other? One-on-one? With whom? And what? Continue? Commence? 1v1. Means you did awesome and dodge everything. Oh god, I'm gonna die. You only do that once. Oh man. I feel like I screwed up. I should have got hit by something. Solo raid? Oh, jeepers. How do you even start said solo raid? No, man. NPC? How do I start this once again? I'm here. Waiting. I am waiting. He doesn't knock back. If this is a solo raid, good luck. Ah, Jesus. Thanks for the good luck, I guess. I don't know what it is. But I'm waiting. And I'm very confused. If you get knocked into the side, you'll instantly die. That's good to know. So it's like everybody else gotta kill shit out there first before I can fight this dude? I'm majorly confused. Oh, fuck. Here he goes. Oh, my God. Don't get knocked back. That's what I've taken from things so far. Oh, what does this do? Sprint! Oh, don't go that way. This would have been one of those awesome times to like have that heal spell, because I don't have that, and I feel like yeah, I'm gonna die. Dead. Poo. Give it hell. I tried. Yeah, I mean, if I'd had some kind of healing thing, maybe I mean, my dodge ability was... eh. But, yeah. It looked rough. I mean, if I feel like I knew what I was doing, maybe it wouldn't have been. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I don't even know the rotation of this dude. Maybe I can come back and do better. I would love that. If so. Let's go back, try to catch up with Rez over here. Go and rank up. I guess I gotta go back to the area at the beginning. I can return. I remember now. You said I could do that. Return. Skip this whole running back kind of thing. And oh shit. Whoa. Huh. Orders? No. Main command. No. General. You'd think I'd know it at this point. Gosh, I played this game for so long, and I still get so lost sometimes, especially when I take long breaks like I have been. Just all the games I've been playing here lately. Gosh, I've been playing a little bit of Final Fantasy XIV, and then I can't stress it as the attitude that has been the focus of Final Fantasy XIV has been. I played a little bit of it here and there, just trying to get all these other games played through. Like from the Final Fantasy VII remake, there was The Last of Us 2. Here lately it's been Monster Hunter World and Persona 4, and gosh, it's really just... it's been something else. So who do you talk to actually rank up here? Resistance Commander maybe? Do you hear? Sorry, we had a little roundabout. Let me look at my stats here. But it seems like people haven't beat it yet. The higher ranks, is that for the solo battle thing there? If you have nothing else to report, I will not keep you. I pray you stay safe out there, Blade Disciple. Resistance forces have infiltrated a critical something. Register us, Rez! I like to give it a thing. Yeah, I saw actually that Mr. Happy hasn't beat it either, so makes me feel a little better about it. Holy shit, do you have to worry about status ailments out here as well? Man, that just seems crazy. Status elements out here? You don't have to. Okay, that's a good thing. What do you mean? Please beat it. Mandragora? Kill it with fire. Height. Also, bear with me. I've got some horrible allergies going on, and the changing of the seasons gets me every season, unfortunately. Remember to switch colors. What does that mean? In this fight? You'll understand. I'll try. I will say so far, Sam, you have been great. The longer I play it, dare I say, the more I'm starting to enjoy it. It does feel relatively super grindy, though. I'm not gonna stray away from that and say I was wrong on that factor. But I will say, the longer I play this, I'm starting to like it more. It definitely has a different stray from Eureka. Eureka had this strict be with your fate group or die kind of thing, and this one's just like, you know, if you're not there, that's okay, because somebody else is gonna have you. And I like that. I like that. Basically, you pick one, then wish it appears again, go to the other one, and you DC. Oh shit. Never done this one, so you have no clue either. I will try my best to figure it out. But yeah, this definitely has the Eureka feel with like a whole new take on it, where it feels like you're less subjugated to stay with the exact same people. I will stay on blue, I think. And I don't know what happens next. Do I switch color? Switch color, okay, I was on purple that time. So, you gotta now go pink? Was that the purple? Pink, purple, you got it? Thank you. Oh, no. Thank you for the whatever the heck that was. Blue this time, yeah? Maybe? Hopefully? Don't want to get hit by the balloons. Okay. I think that did happen a little bit. I'll try to keep that in mind. No balloons. No mas balloons. I literally do not remember the last color I was on. I was on blue. Holy jeez. Oh, no bueno. Oh, man. That rotten Mantragora, let me tell you, he's a little stinker. Definitely got to pay attention to that color. Thanks for that, that hint, that tip, Sam, for real. Gotta remember next time. Oh man. But yeah, I can definitely, without a doubt, say within confidence, I'm starting to enjoy it more the more I play it. Shows you on the party list. But yeah, I mean, the differences from Eureka actually show. And I feel like they're the positive changes from Eureka. Because, I mean, OG Eureka was just... It was a nightmare for me. It really was. It's mostly in the spirit of last month's Monster Hunter World stream. I thought it was hilarious to see and hear this, this theme being played in the background. so you get higher levels. Now you're making me feel like you're gonna hate it at a higher level. Does it get better? Does it get worse? That's a good question. Better? Awesome. That's good. Like I said, I didn't think I would like it, but the more and more I'm starting to play it, I'm just having a different feel for it. It feels, like I said, it's a lot easier to get into, and sounds like it's a lot easier to get out of and back into, rather than how it was with playing Eureka, which I'm not hating on Eureka too much. I did like it, without a doubt. I'm not going to shy away from that fact. But, I mean, it definitely has a different feel to it. Like Eureka, you had to stick together with a certain group of people. And a few other things. I've barely been into it for a little bit. We played for a little while. And, I mean, I can say it's not too bad. I can tell it's going to be very grindy, you know. So as far as that goes, I can't say too much there. But, nonetheless, I mean, I can say it wouldn't be too bad either. That's really hoping somebody would give me there. Eureka was stupid. Yeah, Eureka was not my kind of thing. There was just so many gimmicks to it. Gimmicks with the grind. And I wasn't into it. You need to go into lurk mode tonight. I feel you, Tim. You need to lie down. Hope you have a great night. And the rest of whatever you have of your Wednesday there, Tim. I really appreciate you jumping in, Seth. And hopefully you have a great night. And hopefully you can catch me tomorrow again, Tim. I really like it. They changed most of it now. I've heard that. You know, I saw that Mr. Happy had like a post, you know, kind of thing going on. Like a post, Eureka, since it's been changed and whatnot. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can still put myself through it. From what I played through Eureka, I did not like it at all. I just feel like the execution was very poor. That's just me, though. Like, again, there are people who legitimately love that content. You can change the job in the area as well, which is cool. That is really cool, actually. I also didn't know you could do that. I'm probably going to focus on Summoner later on. I might do a little Gunbreaker action. I've really enjoyed doing Gunbreaker. Maybe even White Mage at some point. It's kind of like my three classes I focus on these days. White Mage, Gunbreaker, and Summoner. Summoner's been the OG. White Mage has been a lot of fun. Mostly through PvP, but not anymore because it's garbage in PvP now. But in the end, like, these have been the ones I've played the most and enjoyed the most. Summoner, Gunbreaker, and White Mage. Love the White Mage. Lolly ho, how's it going, Minato? I'm guessing you've already probably finished everything in this, Minato. No, you haven't? You're ranked 10, really? I'm not... Don't shy away the fact that I am surprised. I actually figured you would have finished this today. That's not shit talking about it. I just know how you play new content with a lot of games. You're a quick grinder when it comes to a lot of content. Rank 10? I feel you. I feel you. It's still pretty good. later now, so you gotta register us for the CE. Is it up? Register. Alright. I got us. Res. I really gotta say, I've said it already, but I've actually enjoyed this a lot more than what I thought I was going to. Like, the further even going on, I kinda start liking it more. It's crazy to say, but it's legit. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer though, so maybe I've got work tomorrow, I'm very tired, I'm very hungry. I will be keep playing for a little bit though. And tomorrow, needless to say, it is going to be back to Monster Hunter World. I'll be doing this more. I'm going to start maybe dedicating some days here to this. I'm going to have to get back to some Shiva Unreal. I'm going to have to start doing some more grinds here and there, so I'm thinking maybe Tuesdays I'm going to, you know, signify my Final Fantasy XIV grind days. But as for now, Monster Hunter World is still going to be on the full front center, the burner, so to speak. And back burner is going to be Persona 4 and Final Fantasy XIV. But, nonetheless, I can't say, without a doubt, the more I play this, the more I'm starting to like this content. It has something that Eureka lacked, and I'm starting to see it the more and more I play it. And I'm enjoying it. I really am. Kill the Master Beast first. Kill Beastmaster first. You made it decently far, but you died? I don't know if I'll get to it tonight with Beastmaster. I don't know how far it is. We'll see. I'm getting pretty tired and pretty hungry. Where is it, or how much farther from this point, in terms of time, do you think you actually hit up Beastmaster for the non-same? I mean, if you don't want to give a spoiler, I understand. I actually appreciate that. If you don't, but in another sense also, like just in a time span kind of looking thing. Oh Jesus! Oh, jeez. Oh, no, mother monkey. He means Beastmaster as the actual guy enemy, not the big monster, the human. I was kind of meaning the Beastmaster as in, like, the whole content thing that we saw like on the patch notes and stuff. Now I'm even more confused, to be honest with you. The jaw. I was thinking the like the Beastmaster like dude they were showing off in like the patch notes stuff. I'm still wondering, like, I'm kind of in the boat of thinking it's gonna be such a limited job, unfortunately, like Blue Mage. I really don't know, but I'm in the same boat. I'm honestly thinking that's what it will be. The dude is a Beastmaster? If that ain't it, you don't know. Oh yeah, you know, I really wanted to come up. I really wanted to be a class. But I'm wondering if it's going to be like Blue Mage, like I was saying. Like, a lot of us already, you know, have the predetermination, like we already think it's going to be a limited class. Even I hope it's not, but I'm kind of thinking it will be. It just seems like a hard mitigation. Not really, but it does. Mostly because of like how things have been as far as like a mitigation with Blue Mage. Yeah, I would actually love that as well, Sam. Honestly, like the whole I've been hoping it would get naturalized so badly. Blue Mage has its fun perks, but it is so diminishing, grinding for it to just be so limited. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen with Beastmaster, but it's a big fear of mine as well, that it'll be a limited job as well. This is going to be the last restroom break of the night, so bear with me. Gonna grab one more drink, take the last restroom break, and I'll be right back. Beyond Square doesn't have good ideas. Beastmaster doesn't have to be a limited job. It could be like the Summoner. I think it would, if they did do it, it would have like so many things that would be kind of Summoner-esque. This is what I really think would happen with it if they did Beastmaster. I think they would see, the biggest thing is Yoshi P has admitted to already being a player of World of Warcraft, and I feel like that would be the thing. If you ever played World of Warcraft, even if you didn't, I have an easy explanation for it. Certain beasts that you could tame as a hunter in World of Warcraft, which would be legitimate to the adaptation of Beast Hunter here in Final Fantasy XIV. Certain beasts had certain things. You could have beasts that were good at tanking, beasts that were good at DPS, and that was kind of like the mitigation of things. And that, I feel, as far as Final Fantasy XIV, how it is, and as much as I want to compare it to the Summoner, even if I did, it makes it even worse to compare it to the Summoner, especially the way they did Titan. Titan's no longer a tank. Titan is just background support. Garuda is strictly AoE, which basically already was, but even more so just that. And then you have Ifrit, who is just solo DPS beasties, which kind of already also was, but even more so now as what it is. And I feel like they'd just go the same route with the beasties as far, or monsters, as far as going that direction. And you know, Final Fantasy XIV, if they went the Beastmaster or Hunter-esque class, Ton just exists. Yeah, I mean, exactly, you know. And it would basically be the same thing with a lot of the monsters that you could tame, so to speak, if you were Beastmaster. You're going to have so many people that are going to have their favorites. And that'll be the only one they want to rock. You know, they won't even care about how good it is, how good the DPS is, or any attributes it may, you know, have for everybody else. And then you're going to have those that are just like out there just trying to straight up tank everything, even though it's just unnecessary. And I feel like that's going to be a big thing with Beastmaster if they try to, you know, indulge our curiosities, which is also why I think it would be a limited thing, much like the Blue Mage. The Blue Mage has all these awesome spells, and some of them are really, really, really good. But then you have some of these that are just like garbage, you know, and that's one of the reasons it isn't quite naturalized yet, because there's not a set rotation for it. And I feel like if they had the Beastmaster, depending on what beastie you're using, what monster you're using, I feel like that's going to be the mitigation, and they're not going to have a good rotation for it because they won't know how to mitigate it just yet. Tame a Rathlos and bring it into battle. That'd be sick. It would be. But I feel like that's going to be the big thing. Why it would be limited at first. That's my opinion. It's not a fact, but that's what I think, though. Just by judging Blue Mage, how it's been, and everything we've seen so far, and even being a summoner main, as far as things I feel as well. I also feel like taming some beasts is going to be very limited as well. I mean, I think we all feel that, but yeah. I don't know if he says any. Yeah, it looks like he says the same thing every time. Let's go ahead and get that rank up. You think Blue Mage will be in Omni class? Maybe. I think eventually it will get naturalized, but they definitely have to get a good focus on its actual rotation, you know, or at least something slightly close to that. Like Blue Mage, I mean, you can straight up kill yourself, you can do some massive AoEs. I mean, you can do a lot, but can tank stance. That's true. Heal stance, tank stance, DPS stance. It's very true. It'd be cool if they could mitigate that perfectly. And if they could, it just paints an awesome future for, you know, Beastmaster. I would really hope they could, but as of now, it'd be really hard considering them just trying to get out content. But I don't know, maybe they could. I'm not doubting them. They do a lot of things. Honestly, I mean, we can fly in Realm Reborn areas now, so need more imagination. I agree, but also they need more. I don't want to say imagination. I want to say inspiration and influence. Both of those. It doesn't hurt to look at other MMORPGs, and I don't want them to copy anybody out there. By all means, they have a good system, and I hope they keep working with it. But you know, it's been more grindy. Obviously, I've talked about that a lot, but what I would like to see is them just, you know, maybe indulge every now and then of what other MMOs actually can do. You know what I mean? Do your quest, you'll gradually unlock more of the map, and you'll level and do them. That's why they're making a limited job, so they're seeing if they can implement it. Yeah, I feel you there. I'd like to see it come in more. Definitely more implementation, especially as far as like just like things that are considered well, yeah, you know, more implementation would just be really nice, you know. And I get the limited thing. They definitely have it much more of a thing. I mean, you can definitely picture it in your head now how hard it would be as far as Beastmaster and Blue Mage to put it into a system like this into the game where everything else levels up at a certain level and gets a move and has a rotation, where these you fought something and you get something from it, you know? And that has to imply, like, 4 score. Fingers crossed. Just forgot to mention, you remember the red chocobo hell that was in Stormblood? Yeah, see, Rez actually mentioned something like that in Discord. How did you fare searching for forgotten fragments? I've got 1. Well done, Blade Disciple, well done indeed. Now, before you can begin the extraction process, these shards must first be appraised so that we can tell what sort of memories they contain. Due to the Redbird fate, it's evil. Yeah, their fate and oh boy. It's fun. Henceforth, be sure to hand any fragment you find to our appraisers. In fact, one of them is stationed by the tent over there. Which one should I get? I don't really know. Resistance rank required for appraisal. 2 potential memories contained: lost mana wall, lost stealth, lost protect, lost shell, lost cure, lost cure. 3, lost incense. Memories contain resistance phoenix, resistance potion. I'm gonna go with the first one. You get them all. Oh shit. Okay. That's even better. That's cool. I thought I had to choose. That's even better. Action extract from forgotten fragments are stored in the Lost Funds cache. So we got lost mana wall. That's cool, I guess. Lost cure 3. Oh. Lost shell. That is awesome. Lost cure 3. Yes. Feels early, but I'm about it. Forgot a minute of preparation. So you're doing an next quest, and she mentioned undead, necromancer confirmed. Maybe, I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch. I would see Beastmaster before necromancer. Honestly, if I had 2 that I would see coming, if we had Beastmaster, if I'm being honest with you, if it wasn't a tank, it's going to be a DPS, which we don't need another DPS, so I can see Beastmaster being a new tank class. Loads of people would hate to hear that. I could see it happening. More than likely, it's going to be, like, 100%. I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. 100% is going to be a limited DPS class, much like Blue Mage. If it isn't, it's going to be a tank. It won't be a tank. It won't be a tank. Read me loud and clear. It won't be a tank. It won't be. If it was anything and had to be one of the 3, it would be. It would be a tank, but it won't be. We obviously don't need any more DPS. It's going to be limited if we have Beastmaster. It will be. I'm just saying, it will be. If it wasn't, again, it would be a tank. It's because we're in need of tanks still and healers. And Necromancer, I just don't see Necromancer being a thing. Unfortunately, I would love to see it. Honestly, I do see us getting another healer. I don't know what it would be just yet. Maybe even a top mage healer, which wouldn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but it could happen maybe. I don't know. But I feel like a tank and a healer is what we need the most, and I feel like that's probably what we're going to get if we get it. I've been wrong several times before, and it's probably not going to happen. We're probably going to get a limited John quest which is probably going to be Beastmaster. We're probably not going to get a tank, and if we do, it'll be something that I couldn't even think of, to be honest with you. And we are in desperate need of a new healer, and as far as heals go, I can't really think of anything else on that end either. Need more range DPS and caster DPS. Blue don't count? Yeah, that's true. We need another caster. We have 4 tanks, but only 3 casters. Always has been. Beastmaster needs to be a DPS. It's true. It really does need to be a DPS. I can see it being a tank though. From my World of Warcraft days, is why I say a tank as Beastmaster. Another physical ranged. Throw blue into the garbage bin. Caster will be next. A good caster, like if we had Time Mage for a caster, that'd be great, to be honest with you. I mean, I know Blue Mage, if they did the mitigation correctly, that'd be a good, caster. Time Mage would be amazing, though. Really, I mean, it's one that's really, really, really under-established in a lot of these games. Time Mage, they have some good stuff. They can cast haste on allies, slow on enemies. They have things that just like progressively act upon them. There's just so many good things. And I would really like to see Beast was a DPS in Final Fantasy XI. I mean, that'd be cool. I'm not saying it wouldn't be. If it was a DPS in this, though, I wouldn't see it as anything other than a limited quest, though. Just how they've done Final Fantasy XIV is why I see that. Fingers crossed for some another caster. Caster and a healer. We desperately need both. But I still think, you know, if you're not very in tune with the Time Mage would be really awesome to actually to have added to things. I really hope we do get a caster and a healer. We don't really even need a tank, to be honest with you. Next tanks or tinks. But yeah, I really hope we do get a caster and a healer. And I really hope we just don't get stuck with another limited job. I think we're all in the same boat on that one. So 2 of these resistance potions, 3 of them actually. And this time with the skill, what do we got? Essence of the Martialist. That doesn't help. And this one doesn't either. The Plate Bearer. Yeah, okay. Summoner, okay. Essence of the Veteran. That's cool. I don't really know how to mitigate these, but I'll try to figure it out. Cure 3. That's cute. Very cool. Add more. Essence's Beast. I don't know if I can actually use that stuff as being a summoner, though. Instance Halsey. Can have both neighborhoods and instances. I mean, yeah, that would work. As much as I hate to admit it, though. I am gonna call it here for the night. Don't hate me for it. It's almost 5 a.m. So, I had my feel of it. I feel like I've played enough to have an opinion on it. And I hated it at first. Still not my favorite thing. I'm not gonna say I'm just super ecstatic about this. I'm gonna be on here every day playing it. I'm not even gonna be on here tomorrow playing it. I do like it, though. Again, not my favorite kind of content. The more I played it, the more I liked it, though. I feel like this has something that Eureka needed but didn't have, mixed with something that's new that makes it better, is the best way to know how to put it. I enjoy it. I really do. I'm not going to say it's my favorite content as far as things go. I'd really like to see the fundamentals of doing the fates and things like that. Like I said, they seem a little bit more giving, so to speak, especially if you're doing the yokai things, you're doing the new content, trying to get your weapon and whatnot. So I see a lot of good fundamental differences there on what is cool and, you know, what's helpful, what's useful, what is sound, what's, you know, your playability on things. You'll love it. You need someone to coach you in the right direction. Listen, Uncle Sam. The thing you press on during Lakshmi? It's 10 a.m. for you? Oh yeah, it's like 5:01 a.m. for me. I've been awake for a while. Farm your ass off. I'll get back to playing more of it for sure. You have to select them so they say appear on your duty action. Oh, that's different. But that's cool, Minato. Would love to help. At least you don't have to attune to the elements. Very true. Tense up on YouTube. 10th sub. I feel you, Sam, and I appreciate that. The long term of it all, especially as far as we've gone. Gosh, we're like 1,200 or 1,200 subs over on YouTube now. A lot of like I don't really remember where we are on Twitch right now. Twitch has been picking up. Facebook's been picking up quick, man. The Facebook following. It's only at like 114 followers, but it's the fastest growing community I've ever had. And to anybody out there that doesn't already follow on Facebook, I definitely think you should, you know, for multiple reasons. It helps me out is a big one, but not just that, like it legitimately is the fastest growing community I've had ever in all my streaming career, period. And I've really enjoyed being able to stream on Facebook as well. It's really awesome, it really is. And if you're looking to have a start, and if you want my opinion where to go, I would say Facebook. Facebook has been a really awesome place, and it's a whole different platform where you can do so many different things, not just share your content, share other people's content, and I don't even get paid to say it, you know, I'm legitimately just saying for sure, Facebook has an awesome algorithm, and I've really enjoyed being on that. But everybody, I am very tired, I am very hungry, and I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. And later to you, Sam, I'm so glad you could get in here tonight, and thank you so much for the well done. I tried my best, and I wish I could stay on here longer. I could push myself, but I'm not trying to fall asleep on the stream. I've done that one too many times. And I really appreciate that, Sam. And I hope everybody has a great night for sure. And hopefully you can catch me tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back on Monster Hunter World. I will be back on Final Fantasy XIV, so don't think I'm diminishing this content. I did actually enjoy it. I didn't think I would. At the start of it, I was really thinking I was going to hate it. And honestly, like Sam said, the more and more I played it, it got more fun. And I like how it has Eureka content that I'm just not a fan of, but it has a whole new platform and execution that literally corresponds to somebody like me that makes it more fun. And I could see myself really enjoying this, and I would really like to enjoy it more. The rest of this week, though, I am going to try to focus more on Monster Hunter World. I really am trying to just, like, focus on that content to try to finish that out. Next Tuesday, I'm going to get back to the Tuesdays, making this my Final Fantasy XIV day. I need to get back to more Shiva Unreal. I need to get back into more of this content, and I'll probably be focused on those two, Shiva Unreal, this content, and, you know, getting back to my Gold Saucer runs, obviously, of course, as well. So Tuesdays are going to turn back into my Final Fantasy XIV days. I was really hoping that would happen tonight. I didn't think I would get there. I was honestly thinking it would just be back burner. But I'm gonna have to work something out with Persona 4. So some things are gonna be adjusting with Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy 14, and Persona 4 as well. I need to get back into Persona 4, honestly, as well. We're 2 streams in with a lot more of the game to go. But I've really, really enjoyed doing all this tonight. And thank you all so much for watching. The inspiration, the tips, and thank you again so much for the kind words, Sam. And honestly, again, the tips. I really appreciate that. And happy to see everything going well with the stream as well, Minato. And it's cool. Hopefully, hey, Minato would love to have you on some other stuff. And good night to you, Rez and Minato, and Sam, you know. And to anybody that has been watching Monster Hunter World and curious about that, I will be back tomorrow. And hopefully we can get some more of the bronies in there. If not, I understand. I know not everybody has Osborne. And tomorrow is going to be more focused on Zeno. Again, a little bit more in preparing for Osborne. And Thursday night is probably going to ease into Osborne. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. I really, really appreciate everybody that's been watching and following. You know, Sam, you know, somebody that's been there from the beginning, Sam, Rez, Zombie. We have so many that has been here since the beginning of this channel. Watching me playing retro Final Fantasy games from Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2. Watching me create my character live in Final Fantasy 14, getting the whole journey started. Going so far into this journey to be as far as we are now. Playing things outside of Final Fantasy games, which was the main focus of things, and just being where we are now. Playing Monster Hunter World, and you know, we did things like Days Gone, The Last of Us 2, Until Dawn. We've had games that are just completely crazy, like Nier Automata. We've gone crazy with this channel from where it started, and to everybody that's been a part of that on YouTube from the beginning, even until now, I really appreciate you all so much. Just watching, viewing, the likes, everything has been awesome. The shares to everybody that gets those out there, and to everybody that has just, you know, went even farther and jumped in over on other platforms that I stream on, for like Twitch and Facebook. I stream on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all 3, all at the exact same time, every single night, and to everybody that's been focused on that and helping out with that, kind of like that journey as well has been awesome. And then the people in the specifics from Twitch that's been following and, you know, watch on Twitch every night. And then, you know, again, Facebook has been the fastest growing community out of my whole career of trying to do any of this that I've ever had. And I get to do a lot more with it, like share memes, make memes, share the streams, and, you know, just be a part of a lot of things. And to everybody that gets it on that, it's completely free. You know what? Why not? And if you already have a, you know, a Facebook, you get a lot of good content from me throughout the day. Some memes I make, some memes I fund, and you also get these awesome streams as well. So many different ways that you can do things. But thank you all so much for all the support and everything that has gone on along the way. I will be back again tomorrow with Monster Hunter World, and I'll be back with more Final Fantasy 14 in days to come. It's not going to be tomorrow or Thursday, and Friday and Saturday. If you follow enough, they've become off days. For a lot of people, it's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. For me, it's Friday and Saturday. But until next time, everybody, good night. Thank you so much for all the tips, the help. Rez, thank you so much for jumping in. Minato, thank you so much for the tips. Sam, the tips, the support, thank you so much. And to all of the Patreon support from past, present, and, hey, if you want to join in on it, everyone from the future as well. But thank you all so much for all the support from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Patreon. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. But until next time, I'm out of here. I'm gonna have some other videos coming up as well for the other people who don't even watch the gaming content, like the vlogs, the RIP Tumble series, and, you know, all the other things. I got some more content coming up, so don't worry. To anybody out there curious about that, I got some more stuff coming up. But then, I'm out, and until next time.